Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rachelle and I am doing a reading for Aquarius in all placements, starting with some prosperity dust and some angel cards. Authenticity, an angel with its arms out and heart is shining bright. Big heart shining bright. Authenticity. That's a good word for Aquarius. You're all about being authentic. Respect. Two angels bowing to one another. Respecting others, being in their authenticity. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Let's go over to the Wisdom of the Oracle. Exchanging gifts in reverse, 27. Here and now, 32. No place like home, 50. So, you were in a situation, or have been, where either you found yourself overgiving and not receiving what in return the equivalent of what you were giving, or you were in a situation where you were in over your head. Somehow you were doing something and you realized you didn't have all the information or skills or ideas, or I don't know, whatever. Like there's something where you were, a situation where you were lacking in some way, but not realizing you were until you had already gotten into the situation. And so there's something about it's like you retreated. I don't know if that's the sort of. It's like you kind of, this is you taking stock and being like, okay, here's the situation, here's what's not working. I need to focus on the here and now. I need to focus on being present. What do I know? What do I know in this moment? And part of what you know is, like, it's like you're leaning into the comfort. You know where you feel supported. You know where you feel safe, where you have what you need, and if you don't know something, it's somehow provided to you. Yeah, by friends, family, whatever. So yeah, let me go over to the Osho Zen Tarot. Consciousness, Ace of Clouds. Yeah, this is clarity. This is focusing on the truth of the matter. New vision. Hangman, this is Pisces energy. So with clarity comes a new understanding that where you felt stuck somehow, or where you didn't have the information you need, you kind of tune into your intuition, tune into maybe the collective consciousness, the universal consciousness. Somehow you're accessing some kind of new energy, new ideas, new understanding. And this is allowing you to step outside of the box. That's another great thing that Aquarius is good at. And then we have 8 of Fire, traveling. Once you have this new vision, then now you have a direction to go. A new direction. Maybe toward what is more comfortable, what feels like home. I don't know. The thing is, this new vision implies you kind of stepping out of your comfort zone. So it could be where, you retreat to a place that is home or feels like home, externally or internally. Just saw 555 on the timer. And, you might then kind of come to this clarity through just creating space for yourself to kind of regroup, recover, and then through that clarity, through being truthful with yourself, focusing on the here and now, then you're like, oh, okay. Like it renews you. There's a renewal here. And then you're like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to explore. Again, it could be an internal thing. It could be external. It could be both. Let me go to the tea leaf cards. Hammock. Taking a vacation physically or mentally. Traveling. You might be taking a vacation. Maybe that's a part of what this No Place Like Home is all about. April. So something could have happened in April. Maybe there was maybe this new understanding came to you in April, or maybe you are going to be traveling next April. Maybe you know someone named April. Or your name is April. Or you're going to meet someone on the road. Oh, and then we have Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. Taking a vacation. Doesn't feel like a staycation, even though we do have a hammock here. You're on the road to success here with this traveling. Maybe, again, like I said, maybe it began in April, or maybe you are on the road to success and you will fully realize that success in next April. Okay. So, let me get some cards from the Oracle Tarot. The Hangman. We got the Hangman again. Suspense and waiting this time. So you have this new vision, but maybe it takes a little bit of time to for it to fully flesh out, for you to fully understand what this new vision, where it's taking you. That's a part of traveling. It's like you have to go on the journey to learn some things, to find some things out that you wouldn't if you didn't go on this journey. So there's this suspense and waiting. The Tower. Scorpio energy. Discovery, change, and adjustments. Yeah. Making adjustments. Let me get one more, but it feels like this discovery feels tied to the new vision. Judgment. Scorpio again. Wow. And all major arcana here. Of the 6 tarot, we have 4 that are majors. Putting the past to rest. Putting something, whatever happened here, you're putting the past to rest, and you're moving in a whole new direction. You're stepping out of where you felt stuck or tied down or blocked or something. You're gaining your freedom. You are embracing change. You're making the necessary adjustments to it could have, okay, so these adjustments could have to do with allowing yourself to be in the present moment, to relax. I know some people who have a really hard time doing that because they feel like they need to keep working, keep going, keep doing. We got some kitty, a little bit of kitty confirmation, kitty energy flying around. So anyway, these adjustments you're making are it's getting you up out of the dark. Or yeah, it has to do with moving up and out. This person is stepping up out of this box. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna get some cards from this Taste Time Tell deck. My friend Jackie made me. Energy, mango, sweet, future, 15. Read the notes. Okay. Energy, take care of your energy and it will take care of you. Yeah. Oh, Charlie's here, blessing the reading. Take care of your energy and it will take care of you. So if this is a situation where you've been overgiving, you somehow depleted yourself energetically, and this is like you coming to that understanding, and your what's the word, like building your energy back up. Ooh, potent coffee, bitter and ephemeral, 21. Potent, bitter, I think it's here, yeah. What is wielding force, authority, or influence in your life? What is wielding force, authority, or influence in your life? This is taking a really like truthful, honest look at yourself. At your life. What influences are there that are both beneficial and not beneficial? Typically, life has both. Makes me think of that saying, what you are not changing, you are choosing. And you're being really honest about that. We have growth, mushrooms, umami, present. Number 6. Here and now. Yep. Let's see. Growth. Embrace what is new in your life. Growth spurts can feel odd. Yeah. What feels... Wait. Hang on, I gotta read that again. Embrace what is new in your life. Embrace what is new in your life. New vision. Embrace what is new. Some kind of new vision. Growth spurts can feel odd. You're going through some kind of growth spurt. That could be a part of what the adjustments are all about, the change. Discovery of, it's like you're coming to it's like you didn't know what you didn't know, and then you're starting to learn and know what you didn't know. And there's a certain kind of feeling of like, oh, like, you know, it's a little bit of an epiphany here. Oh, now I have this new information. Now I can move in a new direction. It's empowering. Okay, let me look at the Oracle of, what's it called? Queen of the Moon Oracle. Kitty confirmation. Yeah, these girls are very active today. We've got some big energy here. Change. There it is. 35. We've got change. Big change on the table. Change in your life. This is change that you are facilitating. I mean, I feel like you are facilitating it, but it's sort of happening and you're embracing it. I think, yeah. And then the void, number 1. This could be, the void could have to do with the suspense and waiting. You're like, I'm going to continue to be in my comfortable, happy place while I integrate this change, or I integrate my understanding about the change. Discernment, number 10. Yeah. 10 breaks down to a 1. We have an ace, you know, the ace of clouds here, consciousness. Void, also number 1. You're doing a deep dive to understand where you've been, where you're at, where you're going. And by focusing on the present, maybe you're meditating, or you're praying, or you're contemplating, you're spending time just kind of connecting to your own greater energies that are both within you and outside of yourself. And you're using your intuition. She's got clouds over her face. Where things aren't clear, you're allowing your body, your energy to help guide you. You know, using your body like a barometer, for example. When we really tune into our bodies, we can pretty easily know what's good for us and what's not. It's when our mind kicks in, our ego, our, you know, the different things that are like, no, ignore that. We need to keep going. We need to keep doing the things that aren't working for us. Interesting, I'm saying we. No, it's true for all of us, really. I am no different. Coming, yeah, you're gaining this clarity. And, you know, it's tied to being authentic. It's tied to respecting yourself, respecting your own judgments. Trusting that you can make a good decision for yourself. And where you've been giving your power away. Where, how? Yeah, okay. Let me look at the guides of the hidden realms. Serenity out of exile. We have a 1 again. That's 4 ones on the table. Exhale. Surrender. Radical acceptance. Maybe that's a part of the suspense and waiting too. This is a time for you. Yeah, it's all of these aces. Once again, this is about surrendering to the moment. Exhale. Just breathe. Be in the moment. Because that's what tunes you in. You're surrendering, I don't know, to your higher power, I guess. Whatever that means for you. Because it's like, it's not that you're, this is you recognizing that you are your higher power. This is you understanding that you are not, there's an interesting line between your own judgment and following the directives of a higher power. This has come up recently, and in my life, and it feels like this is you learning how to trust your own judgment, because you are, like, you've been equipped with what you need to make good decisions. So you don't need to, it's like, let's see, how do I explain it? It's like you're not thinking, you're learning, you're coming to an understanding that this idea of a higher power being outside of yourself is not totally accurate. And sometimes it's like understanding that you've been equipped with the information that you need because you are an extension of that higher power. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, keeping on. Then we've got death reclaims a life, number 21. Natural endings, grief, letting go, the sacred quality of death. Yeah. You're letting go of an old aspect of yourself, an old way of thinking, of believing. You are claiming your sovereignty. This is a huge part of this change, and a part of, a lot of times change, it's a transition, it's transformation, and there is a certain amount of releasing the old, and along with that can come grief and the process of grief, and we go through it many, many times in our life in different intensities, levels of intensity. And then we have this and that are true. Open-mindedness, perspective, nuance, and complexity. 35. We got 35. Yeah. Change. Both of these are 35. This and that are true. Changing your perspective. We've gotten Hanged Man twice. Changing your perspective. Or maybe expanding your perspective. This and that are true. That's a part of the change. Being open-minded to how you need to adjust, right? How you need to adjust to the changes in your life. Okay. So, I feel like this message is pretty clear. You're kind of reinventing yourself in a way. Although that implies that you're let's see. It's not that you're reinventing yourself in the way of being different than you are. It's being closer, coming more into alignment with who you already are. It's, you know, it's clearing away the stuff that's been holding you back, that wasn't truly who you are, you know, right? Like parts of yourself that you took on because you were supposed to, or someone said you should, or, you know, whatever. Okay, so let me go to what? I wanna do one final pull of cards and then finish. This one, which one? Go with the Radical Abundance deck. Positivity. We have a bunny reading a book, and we see there's a little like pathway here through the cliffs where the water flows. Bunny is on a path reading, and there's some kind of, this speaks to this traveling. I don't know, maybe you're gonna go on a boat, go on a cruise. But anyway, focusing on the positive, being positive. When you're authentic, it's easy to be positive because you're like, yeah, I'm being me. You're not trying to be anything but yourself. Ooh, and then we have prosperity. Positivity leads to prosperity because you're in alignment. You have this whole new understanding. Your consciousness is growing, is expanding, and along with it, a lot of really great things. Acceptance. Oh, this came up yesterday for Sagittarius. You could be on the cusp, your birthday, but once again, we have this, there's this nurturing, holding, you know, I talked about like doing, you know, potentially being in that mindset of always trying to do things and be productive and whatever. And this is like taking time out. This is about being in the here and now, kind of cradling that part of yourself that is very intuitive. This is a part of your this deep consciousness. Allowing that part, like providing a safe place for that part to really tap into this discernment. Because the discernment is tied to your intuition, and also, but it's a balance between intuition and common sense. Holding the space for yourself as you go through this change, as you potentially grieve the old. You're leaving the past behind, or putting the past to rest. There's grief there, but there's also there's also Kitty. there's a stillness here. There's comfort that comes with that. A peace, and then all this great, there's all this good coming in. including this lovely kitty energy. All right, I'm gonna finish with one final card from this deck. Quote or meme. Hey, kitty. What are you doing? Ah, okay, this one jumped out. So I'm going to read that one too. Forgiving you means I no longer dwell on what an asshole you are. It doesn't mean you're no longer an asshole. Okay, someone needed to hear that. So this is about forgiveness. And the fact that forgiveness sets you free from the past. From whatever was binding you, holding you back, holding you down. It does not condone, it doesn't change anything except the fact that you get to move on without that burden. Oops. And then and then we have one who believes in himself has no need to convince others. Lao Tzu. This is that authenticity piece, and this is where respect comes from. You believe in yourself. You don't have to convince others of anything, and that's you respecting yourself, and then others respect you as well, because others reflect back to you how you feel about yourself ultimately. So, yeah, this is big. This is big, beautiful change. Heading in a really good direction, and there goes Kitty. Getting onto the shelf. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you on the next video. Mwah.